What is going on, buddies, and welcome to another video. Springtime is finally here. The snow thawed like a couple weeks ago, and since this is the time of year that the bucks, well, white-tailed bucks or anything that's a deer, will be shedding their antlers about now. Some are early, some are still haven't shed their antlers yet, but we're gonna do some shed hunting today, and hopefully we find us some antlers. So it's a really nice day. There's a little bit of wind. I thought about maybe doing some squirrel hunting, but I haven't been seeing any squirrels today, so I probably won't squirrel hunt. But we'll shed hunt because at least the antlers are staying in one place because they can't move. They're not alive anymore, or were they? I don't know if you'd count that as being alive if they're part of bone. Well, whatever. Um, so what else do I have to say? That's kind of it. So let's see if we can find us some antler sheds and enjoy this real nice, breezy not summer. Enjoy this nice, breezy spring day. So where we're gonna start off is trying to follow some deer trails. I don't know why I do it, but I kind of start around where the power line is. That's really close to the road, because sometimes you'll have deer that just like to cross the road. I know it happens pretty much all the time. Don't know why deer love the road so much. They just do. So we'll start off here and just kind of follow some trails, maybe go off the main trail that's made by us people. And deer trails are probably the best bet to find antler sheds and where you mostly see a lot of deer activity. Doesn't mean it guarantees you to find any antlers, it just means you have better chances on finding them. I'm not amazing at shed hunting, but I do it every year to hope to find at least one or two a year and call that good. Alright, if you also find deer droppings and deer tracks and deer trails, I recommend following those. And when you're walking and kind of scan the area and walk slow. Don't rush yourself. Don't feel like you're in a hurry unless if you really are in a hurry for some good reason. But just scout the area, scan, and the more you take your time, the better you'll catch an object that's not even moving at all. The hard part about antler sheds is that they look exactly like a stick or a normal branch or twig, so you might not even realize it is a shed until you look carefully. Well, we are on top of the ridge. You've probably seen me deer hunt up here before. Over there is where I've set the blind. You've seen me archery hunt up there, and you've seen me do some firearm hunt with for deer in a 10 blind that I take down every winter so it doesn't collapse with snow. And in a little bit I'm thinking about maybe putting it back up. But here's what the bottom of the ridge looks like, and it's a beautiful view of some crop fields way back there and a nice big swamp. I am thinking about maybe going down there, seeing if we can find some sheds, because I know a lot of deer, specifically bucks, like to be near bodies of water because, well, it's a good water source, and I don't blame them. And actually down there I have found a deadhead 8-point last year, and that was a really cool find. So who knows, we might find another deadhead deer skull again. If we don't find the antlers, I'd be happy to take one of those. Or any old skulls from any critters, because sometimes I'd find old raccoon skulls while I'm trying to shed hunt. That's usually almost every year. I usually find skulls of different animals instead of antler sheds. But I am just going to scout around here for a little bit, and then after that we'll go down there, see what's going on. Alright, I finally made it down the ridge. I was up here and then way beyond there. But as you can tell, this ridge goes on for quite a long ways away. So I'm down here. I did do a little scouting up there. I was just too eager to come down here because I rarely go down the ridge because of how thick it can get down here, and plus not a lot of humans come down here anyway, so it's definitely good opportunity to find some sheds because the bucks kind of want to stay away from humans. And yeah, I'm just still looking, still hoping, keeping my eyes peeled and trying not to get all tangled in this thick stuff. And also we can see how the swamp's looking. And then here's the swamp. Well, at least some of it. There's still plenty of swamp out there. It does continue so far out there. It's a big swamp. And we do get some waterfowl in here, only Canada geese and wood ducks. And I did think about hunting geese or wood ducks on this swamp at some point. I just don't know if I am going to do it, how I'm going to do it. But I thought about it and would love to. I've never hunted waterfowl before, so I would love to hunt some waterfowl at some point. I just don't know when. No one said this was easy. And no one said it had to be that hard neither. When I said there's geese, I meant there's geese. And there they go. I guess you can say they take off like a champ. And now we are back where we started. So we did start the video here and the whole shed hunt here right next to the power line, or literally underneath some power line right next to the road. And I hate to say, but I did not find any antler sheds today. It's still early in the season, just today doesn't seem like a day I'd be finding any antler sheds. But last year my neighbor did find some antler sheds on his backyard, and he gave them to me last year. So in a little bit, if I do a little bit more, hopefully I might find some, but I don't think I'm going to find any today. But sooner or later I will show you the antlers my neighbor found and he gave them to me, because they are antlers that did come from this area. So yeah, at least they came from this same area. They just weren't, I just didn't find them last year, but my neighbor did, which is cool, and grateful he did give me them. So yeah, not much to say right now. Just didn't find the antler sheds today. Kind of a slow day. We saw some cool stuff. You saw some Canada geese, and you saw some new stuff that you've never seen before in this channel, so that's cool at least. But tonight I do plan on doing a little small fire, a little campfire in the woods. So I'm gonna wait till like an hour or two, maybe have some supper, and then we'll catch you later when we're ready to do a small campfire tonight. So how about that?
One eternity later.
Alright guys, it's been quite a few hours. Sorry I was taking a little bit long. I was helping out my folks with a few things. But anyway, they're the sheds that were found by my neighbor last year. We got a nice, what would probably be a 6-point if the other side were the same. This was actually a matching pair. I didn't bring the other set, but I do have a matching pair of this. And then a tiny little spikes. So I think I have seen some of these bucks in person. I think I've seen the bigger one in person one time. And then there was his antler. But I thought I'd show you though, since I didn't find one on my own. I didn't want to leave you guys empty-handed on knowing that there are sheds here, just not today. But like I mentioned before, the sun is just about to set here in about half an hour. I mean, it technically already is right now, but we got plenty of daylight to try to get a fire started. So, pitter patter, let's get at her. Alright, so what I'm using for kindle is some dry leaves. There's leaves all over the place here, and some sticks. And I do got some pizza boxes that we'll use. And basically all it needs is just that one flick, and I think we're good to go. As long as I keep an eye on her. And keep feeding it some more dry debris. Really try to get it started. Woo, looking good already. Just keep feeding it with cardboard and dry wood. And dry leaves. Stuff it with some more dry debris. Ooh, she's starting to smoke. Or it's starting to smoke. And there we go. I think we're finally getting somewhere. Use that as like a cover layer. And also with the pizza grease, that might help it fuel up a little bit, because for some reason grease is flammable. I don't know why it is, but it is. That's why pizza boxes tend to work better on me. It's getting hot. That is a really good fire. That is impressive. Alright, I think we can add some of this other dry wood on there. I think we're at that point where we can do that. Oh, dang it. It collapsed. I didn't want it to do that. That cardboard helped, but it burned quick. Thankfully we got more. We're gonna try small strands this time and stuff it in there. This looks like some okay dry debris right there. Smoke's getting in my eyes. I also got here some dry evergreen stuff. That should help. All the dry needles and whatnot. Stuff that. Woo! Stuff that in there. Woo! That's what it needed. It needed some pine needles, some spruce needles, evergreens. Woo, yeah. That is beautiful. Well, now we know that dry evergreen works like the charm. Maybe I just gotta feed it more of that instead of just boring leaves. Even though the leaves were good, they just burn quick and don't do much. Don't get mad at me in the comment section if I'm doing something wrong, because I'm still figuring it out. There we go. Woo. Yeah. Isn't this awesome? Nice sunset, real beautiful day. Did some shed hunting and starting a small fire. This has been a pretty good day. I'm grateful. Lord's blessed me good. Lord has blessed me good. Where were these these dry evergreen debris? My whole life I've been doing this. I should have been doing this a long time ago, when it made past fires that much easier for me to make. The thing with making fires, it just takes a lot of patience and skill. You just gotta take your time, and then before you know it, you'll start making a good one like this. I think we're at a point that this is the best I can do. You know, I'm just gonna keep feeding it some more debris, little stick by leaf by pine needles and pine branches, and we are pretty good. Just getting the warm seasons started, that being spring and summer, while our cold seasons are fall and winter. I guess that's just kind of the truth. Anywhere you go. Why am I so jumpy? Ah! That was a bad idea. Whew. I'm alright. I'm good. Look at that. Ain't that awesome? Well, guys, we're gonna keep making the fire right there. And I'll catch you later when it gets dark, like pitch black, no sunlight, nothing, and hopefully I can still keep the fire alive. Alright, it is officially dark outside. There's hardly no sunlight at all left. Actually, there's none. And our fire has still been holding up. And yeah, I could cook meat over this if I really had to. But I already had supper, so I'm not starving right now. At some point, I would love to do some cooking videos over an open fire. I'd like to do more videos where it involves me making small campfires, maybe do some solo camping videos for the future. So yeah, got some ideas. And also, you see how good my fire making skills are. I'm pretty happy with this. This is gonna be burning for probably an hour and a half if I don't give it any more stuff to burn. If I leave it like this, it's probably gonna burn for like an hour and a half, And yeah, that means you've made a good fire. I just love watching the red coals and just feeling the nice heat coming from the fire. It's beautiful. A beautiful fire on a beautiful night. And also, I forgot to tell you this, but we are literally on top of the ridge, like the highest point of the ridge. So we're still on top of the ridge. And this is the area I like to make my campfires and maybe set up tents and such. This area around here, it's nice, open and flat. And we have a beautiful view out there, as you saw earlier. And I think that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to really enjoy the fire tonight. And also, along with showing you guys some of my sheds right here. And all that amazing stuff. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we will see you on the next one. See ya.